No one will see. You're a geek. That means you're just a hipster wannabe. That's right, I'm a geek. I've got brains and a personality. I wear my glasses sincerely and my t-shirts ironically. There's some things you can't learn in a class, or else I'll sign you up for intro to how not to be a social outcast. You're just so early 2013. I was the cool form of uncool before uncool became a thing. I use an app to pair pork with the perfect Bordeaux. Too bad there's no app to neutralize your VO. While you're lost in Second Life letting your fingernails grow long, I'll be syncing up my iPhone, tablet, TV, and your mom. Sure, chlorine's not my thing, but I don't care. I look so good in chainmail that it's not Renaissance fair. Doesn't LARP stand for loser and reject party? I'd rather cosplay with hotties than play fake army. I tried Dungeons and Dragons once and I died of boredom, but I'll still kick your Assassin's Creed post-mortem. Mario Party's the only one you get invited to. Your life is like Skyrim, an endless quest of solitude. Ooh, you beat Angry Birds. You're not a gamer because you battle your friends with words. You click on cute icons, I execute commands. Do you really need a genius to teach you GarageBand? I landed the first Rafflecopter and took an orphans when I was 12 because I'm an early adopter. I can wear Google Glass without looking like a dweeb. Okay, maybe not, but I can yelp with some good footing. You need 16 gigs of RAM to watch a Steve Jobs doc? I keep an actual RAM in my PC. His name is Spock. I'm a new console. Your face is birth control. I troll brony sites. You look like an actual troll. I'm fluent in C++. See, you just suck. Can your iPhone autocorrect your dumb haircut? Hold on a second. Let me tweet this infographic I made that illustrates the fact you'll never get to procreate. I just haven't met a woman of a high enough caliber. The only dates you have are on your Google calendar. You're losing this battle. Your foam sword won't help. In the future, you'll randomly access this memory and crap yourself. Did I mention I felt a dancing robot?
No one gives a Shatner about the skinny jeans. Do you even know what URL means?
You don't know what you're talking about.
Soon on little newborn, the actual way
You know, you are a classic example of the inverse ratio between the size of the mouth and the size of the brain.
I wanna go outside again. I wanna sit back with the windows down and breathe.
Walmart Plus members save on delivery, gas, plus so much more. Join today.
Parks. Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we're chronicling the true story of Walt Disney and tracing the origins of his ferocious work ethic and childhood-defining brilliance. It was clear from a very young age that Walter Elias Disney had a creative flair, particularly for drawing. Born in Chicago in 1901, Walt spent his childhood honing his art skills by replicating newspaper cartoons, coloring, and even experimenting with watercolors.
To his credit, when Dad wanted to take art lessons, wanted to be an artist, Elias arranged for him to have some art lessons, made it possible for him.
He'd even eventually become a cartoonist for his high school newspaper. But success in his other studies didn't come as easily. Fatigued following his early morning and evening newspaper routes, Walt would regularly doze off in his classes. Always searching for new experiences, Walt even tried forging his way into the army, but ultimately ended up spreading joy to soldiers with patriotic sketches on the side of Red Cross ambulances.
Walt painted his truck and sent drawings home to magazines. They were all rejected.
In fact, some of Walt's sketches actually ended up being showcased in an army newspaper. When Walt was passionate about something, his drive and work ethic were clear, something he maintained for the rest of his life. As Walt kept trying to break into animation, he hit roadblock after roadblock, but did meet someone important along the way, Ub Iwerks. After a few failed animation ventures as a mentee artist and starting their own company, Walt and Iwerks eventually ended up doing cutout commercial animations for the Kansas City Film Ad Company.
I used all sort of little puppet things. We didn't draw them like we do today. I used to make little cutout things, and joints were pinned, and we'd put them under the camera, and we'd maneuver them and make them do things.
As always, Walt was looking to put his own unique stamp on his work, so he tinkered with the method of cell animation in his spare time, and ultimately developed his own company to create Laugh-O-Gram cartoons for a local theater. Lo and behold, Laugh-O-Gram Studio was born, but didn't last long. In 1923, the Laugh-O-Gram Studio went bust, and Walt left Missouri for Hollywood. But he wasn't going there empty-handed. He, along with Ub Iwerks and others, had been working on a 12.5-minute film called Alice's Wonderland, which he later sold as an episodic series. This effectively led to the creation of the Disney Brothers Studio the same year, which he formed with his brother Roy. After a few years, Walt wanted to switch things up from the Alice series and set his sights on his next creation and character, Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. But ultimately, he'd have this new character snatched out from under him, along with most of his animation staff, except Ub Iwerks. Though the Disneys were left without a character to spearhead their studio, losing the Lucky Rabbit did seem lucky indeed. After putting their heads together, Disney and Iwerks created a new mascot, a little guy by the name of Mortimer Mouse, later renamed Mickey Mouse, Walt's wife Lillian's suggestion. The two worked on the sketch together, Walt added the voice, and boom, a legend was born.
Yeah, it's me, I guess.
Mickey's first big outing, after test shorts like Plain Crazy, was Steamboat Willie, a short that used revolutionary synchronized sound. This style would give future Disney shorts like the Silly Symphony series a real edge. In a push to reduce production costs, Walt brought in a new initiative for lower-paid animators to come in to produce the sketches in between key poses of characters, which were done by the core team. At the same time, Walt was trying to bring more money in by asking Celebrity Pictures executive Pat Powers, who he was working with at the time, for a pay raise for the cartoons they were producing. Powers refused, and to add insult to injury, signed Ub Iwerks to work for him. Driven to his limit, Walt had a nervous breakdown in 1931 and took a break abroad with his wife to recuperate.
I got to a point that I couldn't talk on the telephone. I'd begin to cry. And the least little thing, I'd just go that way.
It's really extraordinary being surrounded by such scale.
We'll do the first season justice, I hope.
It's good to be back in the saddle.
There's armies being raised and alliances being formed.
The Dance of the Dragons is fully kicked off.
We shall see who the last man standing is.
I will never concede. Come to my door and see what happens.
Sometimes I need to paraphrase.
It's easy to make your work clearer and more concise. They're still your ideas, just shorter.
We'll definitely stay under the time limit this time.
And it seems some time away from the studio was just what Walt needed. When he returned, Disney Studios signed a contract with Columbia Pictures, who would distribute Mickey Mouse cartoons, and newfangled Technicolor shorts of flowers and trees and the Three Little Pigs, both of which won Academy Awards.
Don't take no time to play, time to play, time to play.
But as always, Walt was looking for the next best thing, and he believed that to be full-length feature movies. Well, what was deemed Disney's folly turned out to be a little picture named Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, premiering in 1937 to universal praise.
I said, how do you do?
How do you do what?
Oh, you can talk. I'm so glad.
Walt had left no stone unturned to make this the most impressive film, using live-action reference for his animators and developing the new multiplane camera. However, regardless of Snow White's success, Disney's next movies Pinocchio and Fantasia, both released in 1940, did not perform well at the box office. Also ambitious undertakings, the loss of international audiences during the start of World War II proved an all but impossible hurdle to overcome. This slump left the studio in a lot of debt, causing Disney Studios to make huge cuts to wages. Ultimately, this resulted in tension amongst employees and the 1941 animator strike.
There's before the strike and there's after. And he was two different people.
With that, Disney's next movie, Dumbo, was interrupted at several different stages, looking like the elephant might never fly. It wasn't just wage disputes that rubbed Disney employees the wrong way, however. Walt was famous for his unrelenting demands in the studio, very rarely giving any praise to his staff. That'll work would be considered a huge gesture of encouragement.
If you could get that'll work from Walt Disney, you knew you had done your job. That was a good day. That was a good meeting.
He would also famously cough loudly before entering rooms to warn workers that they should be on their toes and ready for his arrival.
We'd hear Walt coughing coming down the hall. And one of the guys would say, "Man is in the forest," and we'd all get ready for Walt.
As well as producing popular feature-length movies during the war, Disney also created award-winning propaganda films, one of which was Der Führer's Face. These films helped put the company in better financial shape, especially after 1942's Bambi also didn't do well commercially, but have been taken to task for racial insensitivity. The 40s were a transitional period for the studio, diversifying into nature documentaries, package films, and hybrid movies of both animation and live action. Though these films were all important to
Alrighty, everyone. How's your wonderful day? And okay, I need to get some more light going in here. There we go. Alright, so how's everyone's afternoon and late afternoon doing? So today, this stream is a part 2 of a live I did yesterday about Disney. What's going on with Disney now? What are they projected for the future? Plus some wonderful facts and Disney lore from the past. And so eventually I'm going to start having a special playlist, a special section on my channel, a special playlist called Disney Nerd Talk. And coming to my channel will eventually be, I'm going to go Disney. I'm going to do Pixar, any of the Disney. And then I'm going to go into Star Wars Nerd Talk. Then I'll go Marvel. Anything outside of Disney that's nerd related. I'm going to go into console talks, retro gaming talks, and so on and so forth. Plus, I will, like I did previously right now and stuff, I will share videos and stuff, YouTube videos they're almost like documentary style videos that are related to the topic that we're talking on and everything. I'll share those and other things. And coming really soon. Also, if any of you guys, if you are watching this as a replay, don't forget, if you haven't already, hit that subscriber button. Give this video a wonderful thumbs up. Share it. And let's get ourselves to that 500 mark. Because this channel is needing to be monetized. So I am wanting to grow this channel. And so I've been wanting to grow this channel for a long time. Took a break from this platform, went to a different platform that eventually slapped me in the face, treated me badly as a content creator. So I decided, you know what? I'm gonna go back to my roots and go back to where I started content creating at, and that was this platform. But back then, it wasn't connected to Google, or Google didn't own this platform back then. You didn't have that restriction that you only have to connect. You only connect it with your Google account and all this other stuff. You're able to use any email address you have as your login info and all that. And everything. So there, that's a little bit better. So let's get going here. I have a word. If you put it in the replays, especially in the replay, that counts as one entry into the replay word of the day is Disney. And if you put that in the comments once this is a replay, or if you're watching this as a replay, make sure to put in the replay word, because that is a drawing for my yearly. Hey, Lydia, you're welcome to come on panel. I'll drop the link if you want to come up on panel. Letty. That's it. There's that's the link. Alrighty. Alrighty. Alrighty, everyone. So, okay. Okay, I'm gonna add Facebook. Hey.
Hey, Bo. How are you?
Doing all right. Yeah, today is part 2 of the live I did yesterday on the Disney Nerd Talk. It's a series that I'm starting to bring to my channel, is different themed nerd talks. And I'll also do like this, is bring people up on panel that want to discuss the topic and bring their own insights in it and all that kind of stuff, as a way of trying to help grow my channel. Yeah, earlier today itself, I had a blast in Tuber Chat's stream live today, and his channel actually got me to 100. His channel actually got me to 129 subs.
Oh wow!
And he actually at the end. He actually pulled me, showed my channel up on his live, and actually put one of my videos in his playlist to watch later.
That's what
because in his lives, you could like ask, hey, can we swap playlists? Where like someone will come in my channel, grab a video, add it to their binge playlist, and I'll do the same and everything. So we're giving each other watch hours and everything. But yeah, and stuff. But yeah, I got done. I started out so like that, showing a little documentary of Walt Disney. From a YouTube video, is a documentary on Walt. I did find out that at Disneyland, at that little theater where they do the Abraham Lincoln show, they are going to add to it a Walt show, an animatronic Walt Disney.
Nice.
Yeah, and stuff, and then also coming soon to California Adventures is a new land in Disney California Adventures, Pandora, the land that's at Animal Kingdom Orlando is coming to California, to Disney California Adventures. And stuff, and there's also going to be an Monsters Inc. attraction added to California Adventures. They're growing the parks across the globe. They're growing the parks and everything, and this is the guys that is in charge of all this kind of stuff that Iger had put in place is doing a wonderful job. It's like this whole bringing Pandora is something all of us park nerds have been wanting for a long time. It was like I'm like, it should have already been there not that long after they already brought it to Disney World, Animal Kingdom and everything. They should have also introduced it over to California as well, but it took a while, because what they're doing with it is going to be a reference to the previous Avatar movie, the one that's coming out now, and all the ones that are going to be coming out in the future and everything. So it's going to have that feel of all the new Avatar movies and everything and stuff. I watched a more in-depth video earlier today of D23 where they made all these announcements, and I almost broke down crying with out of shock and excitement.
I'll be right back. I have to finish turning off my water outside.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, just yeah, that's fine. But yeah, there's a lot of new stuff coming. Like I was mentioning to my mod and best friend Lydia here, and everything. There's a lot coming to Disney and everything. Yeah, at the Disney at the D23 this year's D23, they announced Toy Story 4, and also at D23 when they were going to make we're going to start making the announcement for Monsters Inc. They actually brought onto stage the voice behind Mike Wazowski, Billy Crystal. Was present at D23. And also another special guest that was at D23 that some people weren't expecting, but the nephew, it was the grandson of Walt Disney. But the weirdest thing, I think it was his great nephew or his grandson. But yeah, his first name is the same name as Walt's brother Roy. This was the second Roy in the family, and stuff. And he is in stuff, and he's giving advice and direction on that attraction that I was mentioning, the Walt show. That is and stuff, because it's going to be almost like a rotational thing and stuff at that one theater there on Main Street, USA, and everything like that, where they have the Abraham Lincoln show, and then one time it'll be the Abraham, and it'll just go back and forth. And the scene inside that will be Walt standing in front, like leaning against his desk. And he'll start talking about the past and all that little history on stuff of the company and everything like that. His whole history, a little bit of that kind of stuff is what will be brought forward through the animatronic Walt. But yeah, Holy moly. Now I'm at 130. Woo, I'm growing. But yeah, there's a lot of. No, hold on a second here. I might do. Okay, let me see here. Yeah, like for the Magic Kingdom, there's going to be a new land coming to the Magic Kingdom with 2 major attractions as well as a shopping and a dining area. And stuff, and it's Villains Land is what that new land's going to be called. And then the first Monsters Inc. land in any Disney park is coming to Hollywood Studios. Okay, so Disney had always teased the idea of a land devoted to villains or what else may lie beyond the Big Thunder Mountain at Disney World. Yeah, and okay, in the Magic Kingdom in Disney World, Magic Kingdom, a new Villains Land coming with 2 major attractions as well as a shopping and dining areas. A section of Frontierland will be reimagined with Cars. Unlike Cars Land in Disney California Adventure, this will remain part of Frontierland. The new space will have 2 attractions, one created especially for younger guests in mind. Construction will begin next year. A nighttime parade in the spirit of the beloved Main Street Electrical Parade is coming summer of next year. It's called Disney Starlight. Magic Kingdom's new pirate-themed tavern will also open in 2025. The first Monsters Inc. land in any Disney park is coming to Hollywood Studios with construction beginning in 2025. Monsters remains one of the most beloved stories that Pixar has ever told. Our fans absolutely love it, and we know we have the opportunity to bring to life this franchise in a way that it's never been brought to life before, extended the story from the screen into real life, DeMauro said. There are Monsters Inc. attractions at other Disney parks, but not a whole lands. We're going to build a land and an attraction that the Imagineers have wanted to build forever, and our fans, I think, have wanted to see built forever, and that's the Door Coaster. Guests will travel through Laugh Factory doors in the first suspended coaster in any Disney park. And of course, we'll use all the latest technology, all the latest tricks, the most immersive environment you can imagine to create an experience that I could think our fans are going to love. Disney's previously announced Tropical America's themed land will open in 2027. This is in the Animal Kingdom. Replacing Dinoland USA, construction will begin in phases this fall, so guests have a chance to ride Dinosaur one last time before it closes. The new land will feature a new Indiana Jones attraction, something we've been, us park Disney fans and stuff like that, have been wanting to have an Indiana Jones attraction at Disney World. They've never had one. Now they get it. The only difference is it's going to have a whole different storyline and feel than the one here in California. It will also feature Disney's first Encanto themed attraction and a new carousel with characters from Disney stories, all in Animal Kingdom. A new Zootopia Better Together show will open winter of 2025 in the Tree of Life Theater, which currently features It's Tough to Be a Bug. In the case of Disney's Animal Kingdom, we saw an opportunity to use an existing partial of the land to update it with more powerful intellectual property and more powerful experiences that would add more to the value and the experience. Disneyland Park. This is what a lot of us have been waiting for a very long time. When is Tiana's Bayou Adventure opening? We've been hearing about it, and so we've seen the concept. We've seen what they're going to do with it. We've just been waiting for the date to be released of when it's opening. And we finally got that at D23. November 15th of this year, it's opening. And if I get my Disney key for this year, then I'm going. With me and my wife are going to go, and we're going to and Seven, I'm going to check that out.
I haven't been one in California, but I've been in Florida.
I haven't stepped foot in Disney World at all. I've been to more Disneyland because of living here in California. And plus, the last time I experienced Disneyland was my for graduation, grad night, right before I graduated. my graduating class, all the 2004 graduating classes across the U.S. got a chance to go to Disneyland for the day. Just us student, just us. Ooh, is that what I think it is? Oh,
What do you think it is?
Cornel corn. Oh, my favorite kind of popcorn.
Me too.
But yeah,
At our local IV
yeah.
at Fairway.
Yeah. And they're going to also not just open the attraction on the 15th, but they're also going to rename that section of Disneyland and everything and stuff to fit the theme of the ride and everything. So it won't be called Critter Country anymore.
How many in here?
Yeah.
Am I only one in here?
Yeah, they needed to update and change the theme of Splash Mountain. They needed to, because there was a lot of controversy on a particular song that was being sung in that ride, the Song of the South. That song was very controversial. And especially in stuff, what made it, there was actually a little video movie kind of thing that was called Song of the South that the Disney company put. You're tempting me. But and so they eventually had to lock up the movies, the little show movie Song of the South. They had to lock it up into the vault and everything because of the controversy, because in there you have this black guy singing this song, which is the Song of the South and everything and stuff. And it's like, okay, this is a song that's connected to the whole slavery thing, and you have a black guy singing it. That makes it very controversial. And especially a lot of people don't know this, but a lot of us Disney nerds do, especially Walt nerds, knew that Walt was a little bit of a closet racist because of the upbringing and the time frame and the era that he was raised in and everything and stuff. So he had some and stuff like that, but when he created the company, he did not look at race or skin color. He mostly looked at people like for who they are in the inside. Even though he was and stuff like that, from what I understand more, he was very strict with his employees of the company and everything. He was very strict. Like a lot of the people, the drawers, all the cartoonists and all that kind of stuff, they knew when he was present is what he'll do is before he even walks into a room, he will go like cough to let people know, hey, I'm coming in, I'm going to be present, so that people could be on their toes and stuff and stuff, so the employees would be on their toes and everything. He wanted things to happen. He wanted things there was no room for mistakes. With him, that's how strict he was. There was no room for mistakes and stuff. And it's sad that the character Mickey Mouse is now in public domain, especially the one character Mickey Mouse, Steamboat Willie. That it's almost like a little stab in us fans' heart, finding out and stuff that particular Mickey Mouse is in public domain, and we're like, oh, I hope they don't mess that character up like they did Winnie the Pooh and put that style of Mickey Mouse in a freaking horror movie. But it's happening. A Mickey Mouse style horror movie, and it's like it's like that these independent film companies did it to Winnie the Pooh. Now they could do it to Mickey Mouse, but to the style Mickey Mouse of Steamboat Willie. That's the only style of Mickey Mouse that could be touched outside within public domain. They cannot use the Mickey Mouse we know of now. They can't use that style. It's only the Steamboat Willie style of drawing of Mickey Mouse is all that can be touched. The name could be used, but they can't use the fur. It's like that, the style of how he was drawn and how it's his personality and all that. They cannot touch that. They could draw a Mickey Mouse and animate a Mickey Mouse in any way they want, but they cannot use the same style Mickey Mouse that Disney created. It's the same way with Winnie the Pooh. When they did that horror movie with Winnie the Pooh and everything, it wasn't the same style of Winnie the Pooh that all of us grew up knowing and everything. So that's the one. That's like you see the little gray area that is with public when a character goes into public domain, like the whole aspect of Snow White. Remember, except there was that little darker live action, The Huntsman. That was, you say that was the darker story of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, was the Huntsman. That was more the darker. Like they were able to do a little darker storyline of Alice in Wonderland, but Disney was okay with it because of the guy that wrote it and did it and everything like that. Now I can't remember. Not Steven Spielberg, but because he was the one that did James and the Giant Peach, Edward Scissorhands. Disney was okay with him taking Alice in Wonderland and from the animated and making it more somewhat dark, but not creepy dark and everything and stuff, in the sense of the Mad Hatter. And to me, in my opinion, they got the right person to do Mad Hatter in the live action Alice in Wonderland movies. Johnny Depp did a wonderful job as the Mad Hatter. And I was happy to hear that Johnny Depp came back to Disney to do Pirates of the Caribbean 6. I was happy. What happened was the Disney company finally did that apology he'd been wanting. Plus, he was kept on being convinced to accept any kind of apology from Disney by that one. I'm trying to remember his name. What was it? James and the Giant Peach. Produced by Tim Burton. Yeah, Tim Burton. Coco is getting an attraction as well, and so they're going to be breaking ground not next year but the year after in Disney California Adventures, which is Disney's second park attack. You say right next door to Disneyland. Because a lot of the attractions and a lot of stuff that gets put into California Adventures is more like the Pixar side of Disney. Is more the stuff that gets Pixar and Marvel gets put over California Adventures because that's more like separate from the whole concept of Disneyland. But so they're going to start breaking ground in California Adventures in 2026 for the first ever Coco ride. Coco is now getting its own attraction at California Adventures, and they're going to start breaking down on construction in 2026. And also, they're bringing more another attraction. They're growing Avengers Campus. They're making that a little bit bigger and stuff. And the Monsters Inc. Land and attraction is going to be there in the Hollywood Studios at Disney World. The Hollywood Studios.
How's your mom doing?
She's doing all right. Wednesday, she's getting her new computer. She's going Apple.
Ooh, Marchie.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. And stuff. So makes it a little. She's been wanting to go iMac for a very long time, and she finally broke down and ordered it, and it'll arrive here on Wednesday.
Awesome.
Yeah, and we're getting a replacement brand new TV for the living room. The one they did have finally took a dive. And Best Buy, and Best Buy is replacing it with a brand new one. They just had to pay half the cost. Yeah, that's all my mom and dad had to do is just pay half the cost. And stuff because of the insurance and stuff they had on the TV and everything, and stuff covered a portion of the cost of a replacement. Either if they weren't able to find a model and stuff like that, they would get credit towards you say something different and everything and stuff. But they went with the models. They went one of the newer generational models that is similar to the one they have now. One of the step up of the same model, but it's just a different it's one of the newer generations of it. And it's a little bit thinner in thickness. It's a little thinner. But it's the same size, it's just thinner.
Thinner, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, another, and so once me and my wife are in our own place, no matter if we get into a motel temporarily, then get in our place, or we just get straight in our own place, my wife's going to start on the hormone replacement therapy like I am. Because because she just discovered that she's non-binary. And I sensed that she was a little bit more masculine than feminine and everything. I've noticed it. Like she knew from day one of our relationship that I was actually female. I knew, but I just wanted to wait until I was in it and I understood a little more of the whole community and stuff like that. And I actually sat down with her and went, "Hey, you are swinging this way. You like stuff more. You like more this way, more that, and everything." And she totally agreed. And once we're in our own place, we're gonna get back in with Planned Parenthood to start back up with my hormone replacement, my gender affirming hormone therapy. And stuff. It's called GAT or GAT or something now. Instead of saying HRT, it's now referred to something different, but it's still the same thing. Because it gets so messed up because there are regular women or regular men that get put on hormone replacement on hormone replacement therapy to help them with other things. So there's sometimes it can be confusing when you say hormone replacement therapy. So, and everything. So now it's called gender affirming hormone therapy. GAHT. GAT. GAT. It's called GAT. And everything and stuff, which it sounds a little bit better that way because it's hormone therapy for gender affirming for people that have gender dysphoria. So it sounds better that way, saying GAT. And everything and stuff. So and I am gonna go for 3 of the nice. My wife's doing one for me, and it's dolphins.
Really?
I love dolphins. I've loved dolphins ever since that show when I watched it as reruns, Flipper. That was how I fell in love with dolphins, was because of Flipper. Flipper, I there's 2 kind of sea animals I like the most: dolphins and great whites. No, not great white. The other kind of the killer sharks. Stuff like
I'm gonna do one dolphins too.
Yeah. The shamus. So yeah, like shamu and everything. That killer shark or stuff like that. Those whales that are and stuff. Those weird looking whale kind of the killer whales or killer sharks. So those porpoises and stuff. I'm big into porpoises and dolphins and sea lions and stuff, into the sea creatures that are very trainable.
I like doing diamond painting.
I'll eventually get into it once we're in our own place, because then I'll have the ability of doing it in my own little space and stuff. But yeah, it's tight in here, especially and stuff for like, because I sleep on the trundle and my wife sleeps on the top mattress, and then I pull my mattress out, which is the trundle, which is a twin size mattress, which is very uncomfortable for my height. I'm only 5'11", but it feels like I'm still 6'1", because with a twin, my feet are dangling off the edge.
Give me a minute.
All right. But yeah, there's
Okay, I'm back.
All right.
I have a bug in my laptop, so
Yeah.
otherwise he couldn't go pee dead, and then I would lose. I don't want that.
Yeah. 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 I just got done dropping my live link on my Facebook wall, so I could try and draw people from Facebook over here. And plus, I'm waiting to see if Will pops in. If he does, little Lego pops in, so I could pull him up on panel.
I don't think he would know you if he would be on or not.
I just messaged him on Facebook. Told him I'm live, so I'm just waiting to see. He's not even online right now on Facebook. He could be out and about with Michelle
Yeah.
or asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I just looked back at my sub count. Now I'm at 130.
Wow.
Yeah. And with 395 views and 20.4 watch hours in the last 28 days. So I'm growing.
I don't really want fully monetized, but I'm really close to getting fully monetized if I really want it. But
Me, if I get partially monetized, that'll be good enough, because that money will just go right back towards the channel anyways.
I think I only need, if I do have it, get it, I only needed like 3,000 watch hours.
Me, all I'll need is just the 500 subs, and all I want to get is the 3,000 watch hours. I'm not really worried that much about my public short views. I'm more aiming towards my public watch hours. And I only have 51 out of 3,000 and stuff. But I was been mentioning, so a couple people gave me some advice, and tubers live and everything in this chat. Just and Diella mentioned just keep doing lives.
I've been over his channel before because
Yeah,
I got free membership over there as well. And yeah, all week he shut me out. All week he shut me out. He always said, "Words up." He came in, "Words up. You there. You were kid."
Yeah. It's to me, I like, and when in his chat, I told one of his mods, all his mods and him have just gotten 3 entries into my yearly giveaway, because I don't just randomly just give away entries. But when I come into a live or to a channel that gives back like I do, I'm like, know it. I need to reward those kind of people by doing what I like to do, give back.
Uh-oh. Did my friend cut back? Hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, once I get in whatever and it's like that, then I'm gonna do a little bit more, probably more lives, and more videos and stuff like that, because then I'll be in a more comfortable environment. But yeah, it's just today things just hit the fan even worse. This stays between us, but yeah, things are starting to get worse with the support of my gender identity with my parents. Yeah, things are just getting worse. It's like my mom flat out told me to my face and stuff that she just can't wrap her mind around the whole concept that I'm trans. She just can't wrap her head around it. And I'm all like, okay, that's being two-sided, because she knew for a long time that I had an extreme feminine side. That was like a red flag going, hey, I should have been born female, but it never clicked. At least my biological father's side of the family understands me and is supportive in that sense. But it's like it's starting to stress both me and my wife out. There's a lot of other stuff, but I just want to go into a lot more detail because there's a lot more that's going on. I just don't want it aired out. But yeah, there's a lot more toxicity than what I just mentioned that's going on here, and it's getting worse day by day. But yeah, Wednesday I have my appointment with my psychiatrist and my social worker with behavioral health. That's going to help with getting me and my wife housing. And I'm gonna try and talk to her about seeing if she could at least do if they could do a hotel voucher until things go through with Section 8 Section 8 housing. And everything, but yeah, it's just it's like, why did I move back home? It's like that feeling like we should have. It's like I don't belong back with parents. I don't belong back and stuff. It's just because I don't feel like I'm independent.
No.
But yeah, in a little bit, I'm gonna cut this live a little short because I started a little bit earlier than I was scheduled to. So it's already been an hour and 14 minutes, and it's like my brain's like, okay, this is a little longer than normal. Because I haven't done.
You're not used to doing live up 2 hours, 3 hours, or 4 hours live yet.
No, I haven't done those like the lives since I pulled away from Twitch. When I was with Twitch, I would do.
Hello, what just gave me? Hello, I'm brain dead. Sorry, my mind just whoop. I think your name is. Sorry. Hi.
Did you notice the logo? The logo she has.
Mm-hmm.
I made that.
You made that?
Yes.
Awesome.
I made her logo. That was the logo, one of the logos she won in that logo giveaway I was doing on Mishi's channel.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I made that. Yeah, what it was, she won, but she gave it full pass it forward to Pam. But I said, no, since you're passing it forward, I'll still do you one as well as the one for Pam. Because I love it when people want to turn around and go, no, I want to gift it to someone else. And when I see that and I know it, then you still deserve the prize on top of giving it to someone else. Plus, I'm also working on her logo for her Facebook group.
Awesome.
And stuff. And Mishi loved the ones I made for her and Pam. Mishi blew. I mean, like she was like, she loved it. So she had me tweak the one I made for Mishi. Mishi had me tweak it a little bit to make it look a little bit almost like hers and everything and stuff. And I did it, and man, Mishi was like blown away that I have the kind of heart I do.
I really appreciate you, all you do.
Yeah, it's just I would rather see people, you say, do like give back, and when I do give back, do things for others for free, and I see them grow because of what I did, that's payment enough to me. And everything, because I've had so many people put it forward for me and my wife that I'm going to know it. I need to turn around and do the same back.
Since I have two channels, and you both of you both this channel what I'm in now and my other channel, my head moderator tonight. If I didn't have you, I would like.
Yeah, I know.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, and Linnea, I know Pam loves hers and everything because and stuff, and Mishi fell in love with yours and Pam's as well, Linnea. And stuff, and stuff, but yeah, it's just and everything. So yeah, it's just, but yeah, and anyways, it's that stuff. Like I also still got schoolwork to cram the last bit of it tonight before bed because tomorrow starts the new term, and I got 2 classes to balance after starting tomorrow.
Wow.
And then I don't start any of my hands-on training until spring of next year, until about March is when I'll be able to start doing my my hands-on training at a clinic at a clinic down here and everything and stuff. The school will my coordinator and everything for that stuff and everything, she'll work on trying to get me into one of the clinics down here to do my hands-on training while I'm still taking classes that are connected to what I'll be doing hands-on. I'll be learning the book knowledge of it and also learning it in real life. So because by the time I'm finished with the program, I'll be licensed, I'll be certified as a medical assistant within the state of California. And I don't have to pay for the certification. It's all covered under my tuition. The uniform I use for my hands-on training is covered under the tuition, is paid for under the tuition, which is covered under my financial aid. So the scrubs that I'll be provided, I don't have to pay out of my own pocket for them. They're provided by the school through the tuition I paid through financial aid. And they'll also provide me the access to taking the state exam online and everything. And if I don't pass that, I'll be able to retake it, the state exam. The only thing I'll have to get out of my own pocket is pay for my first aid CPR and my first aid and CPR. Lydia, it says Pearl Jones. It's in my chat.
Yeah.
My daughter.
Hi.
Pearl, this is Lydia, one of my sisters in the whole crafting community.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, she lives in North Carolina.
I like your daddy. He's awesome.
To her, I'm actually mom and everything.
Nice. Yeah, nice to meet you too.
Yeah, it's her and stuff. Plus, she gave me me and my wife a granddaughter. Almost a year old. Well, it's a little bit over a year old. Is that right, Pearl? Am I thinking right? About a year is Gracie? Yeah, right now, instead of my mind's because of the time, how long I've been looking at my screen and everything, my brain's a little fried. It's just I haven't done because when I was on Twitch, I would go for a year and 7 months. Yeah, like I thought, over a year.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna end it and everything like that, and my next live will be Wednesday because I do Monday, Wednesday, and Sundays. Because Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday are my drop days for videos.
What time Wednesday?
Same 6. I might go live a little bit after 5. It just depends on what's going on and everything. But I might go live a little early just to make sure nothing's going wrong or anything like that. So I'm already live, so that if anyone wants to come in already before my actual schedule, that the time I actually scheduled for the live, so that if there's any issues that they notice that I could already make the changes before a whole mess of people come in and everything. Mostly, I would
you're like me. I'm your head moderator. That way, I can go in and see what's going on in your chat, and if you have any, I'm friends with your mom on Facebook, so
yes.
if you miss me, have her miss me.
Okay.
Like, hey, if you have, but yeah, but that way I know, and then I can let people know in the chat.
Yeah. So, anyways, I will let you all go. See you guys in the next one. Love you all.
Love you guys.
All right. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.